Hello and welcome, I'm Jamie.
And I'm Ruth, and you're watching a special blast from the past edition of Mojo.
This week we'll be catching up with the band Frantic Jack, who are right here in the studio chatting about all things music.
Oh yeah. And we'll be interviewing two of the youngest members from the original Brady Bunch.
Bit of 17.
But first, we're going to catch up with Pauline Kern, who won our Mother's Day competition. She won a makeover in Burke's Pharmacy in Naas and a lovely hamper from Lancome. Let's see how she got on.
So what are you planning to do on Pauline today for her makeover?
Well, for Pauline today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep Pauline's skin, do a mini facial, apply some cleanser, toner, some serum and moisturiser, and also a little bit of eye cream as well. So I'm going to talk Pauline through it as well, just to say what I'm actually using, the benefits of the products as well. And then I'm going to do a day look makeover. And I'm just literally going to keep it very, very subtle, nice colour on the lips, some definition on the eyes. But basically, it's to treat Pauline to a lovely Lancome treat of a makeover and a skin analysis also. Yeah.
Perfect. Can you tell us a little bit about your daughter that nominated you?
My eldest daughter, Niamh, she's 23. She's a mum, little girl Faye. Very good, very kind, considerate, normal 23-year-old. I didn't realise she was doing it, and I'm not even fully sure what she put into it, to be honest with you. She didn't really go into great detail, just bits and pieces. But I'm delighted with them, absolutely delighted.
So now what I've done with Pauline, I've just finished a skin analysis, and I've determined that Pauline's skin type will be dry skin. So I've used the appropriate products that will work really well for Pauline. So she's going to see a really, really big difference in the texture of her skin too. And also I've talked a little bit about using the products, cleanse, tone, moisturise, adding a serum in as well before the moisturiser, because that's really going to help with the texture of Pauline's skin and make it have that nice glow about it. So really, if you get your skincare routine correct, you will need very minimalistic makeup. You'll feel confident and you'll just look great. So I've just finished prepping with some skincare, and I'm going to do some makeover now. So now, Pauline, we're ready to start. I'm going to apply some La Base Pro, which is a primer that evens out your skin tone, also holds your makeup on all day long. You can actually mix this with your foundation or put it on first. So what I'm going to do is mix a little bit of the foundation I'm going to use with this and then apply it to the skin. Okay. Also going to apply a little bit of concealer, just to certain areas now that I feel that this particular concealer brings down just that little bit of redness there we see. So what it's actually doing, it's because it's green, it's combating the redness, in the skin. Just very, very lightly. And the secret is as well, when you're applying, whether it be concealer, makeup, you can always add more, but sometimes if you put too much on initially, you will use it. So just go gently. So at this point as well now, I'd be thinking, will I need to use some concealer as well as using the green concealer, maybe a beige concealer, for any, say, dark circles or blemishes on the skin. So I'll put a little bit just here. So what's important now is for Pauline, when you leave today, that you see you.
Right.
And you recognise you, but just I'm going to add a little bit of definition around the eyes and a nice strong colour on the lips as well.
So we've seen the prep and the foundation. So we're going to stop filming now, so we reveal the surprise in a few minutes. Tell us how you're feeling.
Lovely, I feel very good. Very, very nice. That's lovely. It's a lovely treat.
Pauline, we have a gift from Lancome.
Thank you very much.
For you. I'll pop that there.
Thank you. You're very good.
Also, We have a lovely gift from Burke's Pharmacy and Ace here today. We want to give you a complimentary voucher to come back in store.
Thank you.
And have a lovely treat again with us and a little goodie bag for you.
Thank you very much.
I'll just
Thank
give
you.
you a big hug.
Thank you.
Not
You're
at all.
very good. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's lovely.
We've come to the Museum of Style Icons in Newbridge Silverware to meet two of the youngest members of the Brady Bunch.
We have Bobby and Cindy, also known as Susan and Mike. Very exciting.
We're going to talk to them everything about growing up on the set, all what happened after the set, and just some bits of backstage gossip.
That's it indeed. Looking forward to
I
it.
think we should go have a chat. We're in Newbridge Silverware with the lovely Susan Olsen. Susan, very welcome to Kildare. What brings you here? Obviously, being the Brady Bunch, what brings you all the way to Kildare?
Well, we have some things on exhibit here.
Style icon.
Yes, yes.
Very interesting.
I guess now we're style icons.
Well, you're in the same room with Audrey Hepburn and Michael Jackson, so it's definitely style icon now. Tell us what was it like growing up in a show that was the most famous American family in the world?
Well, you know, we weren't all that famous at the time that we were doing the show. It was really later on with the reruns that it just built and built and built. I think it became at least twice as popular about 5 years after the actual show. And then we went on concert tour, which some of these costumes are from. And one town we went to, they had closed school for the day. And that's where we had live audiences. And we found out that, yes, we were very popular. Yeah. And I mean, there were mobs, and you know, we had cars, you know, following us. It was almost like Beatles.
You're like the Beatles, I was going to say. Which is
it was. It was overwhelming. It was really shocking.
And how long afterwards that you kind of felt like, wow, we've actually done something great? Were you a teenager, or were you an adult, or?
For me, it was when they did the first movie, and the first movie was such an enormous hit, and it was really funny, and it was all a parody of us. The press, the critics, they've never liked the show. It's never gotten any respect, but the people have always loved it.
Probably because it was too sweet, but people love sweetness and wholesome, and that's the best thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Susan, it was an absolute pleasure to talk to you, and you haven't changed a bit since playing Cindy. Thank you very much for talking to us at Kildare TV. Thank you very much. Cheers.
You.
Well, we are here with Mike. Thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to Kildare. How are you feeling so far?
Oh, I love it. It's wonderful. I'm having a great time.
Good. And you're going to spend a good few days here to kind of really soak up the atmosphere from Ireland.
We're going to do a little traveling when we're done with all the events here and have some fun, yes.
And while you were part of the family, being so young, how difficult was it to kind of fit in the studies, and was there any kind of jeering from your peers or anything like that?
We were teased at school prior to people realizing that there was a hit show going on, you know, and then everybody understood. Plus, we had close friends, and we all had good families to fall back on. And so the extra work of being a kid in the movie business and trying as best you could to have a real life and maybe do some sports and do your studying and have a full-time job on a television show, it worked because we had so much support.
Yeah, it's so important. And you still keep in contact now. I believe you're still working all after 40 years.
The interest sort of comes and goes, but it's never gone away. And all this time, we've always been involved with each other, you know, professionally, just in Brady Bunch reunions and Brady Bunch events and appearances, and the interest. But that's only possible because the interest from the fans has never gone away.
One last question that I know I certainly like to know. Did you ever take any memorabilia from the sets when you left?
Oh, let me think. What do I have? Oh boy, I wish I had that 3D chess set from Star Trek. We had Spock's 3D chess game and we had a skateboard, and I'm reminiscing now, but no, I don't have any of that stuff.
Well, Mike, thank you so much, and please enjoy Kildare, enjoy Ireland, and thanks a million for talking to us.
Pleasure, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we're outside in the lovely Irish weather with Frantic Jack. Guys, thanks for coming to the studio to talk to us. You're going to play us out at the end of the show, but before then, tell us a bit about what your music is and what the band's all about.
Well, we started up just a couple of years ago. Started an original band, myself, James and Pádraig, and then along the way Mark and Mick joined us, and it's sort of an acoustic rock sort of vibe off it, and we just brought out our first album last July, and we've been gigging around a good bit around Kildare especially, and that's pretty much it. We're just looking to play a few of the festivals and stuff this year, and that's the plan for the next few months.
What kind of music do you play?
Range, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mix. Like, we all have different influences, like funk and rock and metal and stuff, but kind of, I suppose, what you'd hear at the end of the show, it's just not quite rock and roll, but not quite pop either.
And what kind of bands do you listen to yourselves? You probably all have different tastes. Does that work for you?
Yeah, I think we're
Very diverse, anyway.
it's an extremely broad range. There's Mick will be kind of a more metal drummer, and Pork's kind of a funk head, and then I don't know, the rest of it, just, we don't really, the music that we play doesn't really come from what we're influenced by, really.
You're trying to be your own band, your own entity, like.
We're not even trying, it just happened.
I think we found our own sound now, especially with the newer songs as well. We kind of
the
really.
new album we're recording, we've kind of settled on a sound.
Can people buy the album, or what way is it?
Yeah, the first album is out on iTunes. We still from at some of the live gigs we sell the hard copies, and but on iTunes is the best way to get it at the moment.
What is the big thing? What do you want to do next? Is it Oxygen, Electric Picnic, any big things like that you'd love to do?
Yeah, I'd love to do Oxygen, but at the moment we're heading into the studio at Grouse Lodge in May to record the second album. So that's the priority at the moment, and then we're going to tour that. Hopefully, the plan is to get to Las Vegas in Canada and stuff over the next year, and then come back and tour the album in Ireland then.
And if people want to find you, how do they go about it? On MySpace, Facebook or anything?
Yeah, franticjack.com is probably the best way. It has all the links to Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, all
All
that.
the social networking sites and everything. Well, lads, thanks a million for talking to us. You're going to play us out. Cheers. Best luck in the future. Thank you.
Here I'm standing, crawling my way back home. Thoughts are fading sometime when I felt warm. I served you so well, entertained you, gave it all to see your face. Are you falling? Are you dying? Just so I could leave this place. Falling heroes, falling idols. My shoes could not be filled. Falling heroes, falling idols. Your soul could not be killed. So now I lay here, all safe up beneath your feet. All my troubles fall away with each defeat. I hold my head up as my heart fails to live up to what I've done. Touch is so sweet as I leave you. Will you remember me when I'm gone? Falling heroes, falling idols. My shoes could not be filled. Falling heroes, falling idols. Your soul could not be killed. Did you love me? Did you hate me? Did you live to watch me fall? Have I hurt you? Have I bored you? Am I great? Now I'm gone. Falling
not be killed. Falling hero, falling out of my shoes could not be fair. Falling heroes, falling out of your soul could not be here.